Hello, how are you guys doing? Gonna have myself a soda. Little treat. Had a weird dream last night. I got this letter in the mail yesterday, right? And it was like, hey, we're a debt collection agency and you owe us money. And I'm like, what? I look into it and it's like some radiology thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was for like $30. So I'm just like, what? And they're like, if you don't respond, blah, blah, blah. Real serious looking. So I'm like, I look them up and they're real. I'm like, oh, that's weird. You know, I try and call them and, you know, they don't work after 5, obviously. So, you know, I load up OBS and I start recording it. Because I'm like, these people think I owe them money. And I don't. I don't owe anyone shit. So then I call him, right? And I'm all ready to be like, look, if you come to my fucking house and try and take money from me, I got a 45 with your name on it. That kind of shit. And like, it's the softest spoken woman. Like, I honestly don't know how you get into doing debt collection, but she was like, yeah, it was from October. It's like, oh, right, I was in a car accident. I forgot about that. That was in October. I guess I forgot to pay, or they didn't send me a bill. I was like, oh my god, I am so sorry. I would have paid that had I known. I thought we were square on stuff. So anyway, I called the radiologist and gave him $30 because it worked out. But it was just, apparently I had a dream last night where instead of doing that phone call off stream, I had that phone call on stream. And Tilda was telling me, like, she woke up in the middle of the night. Our pillars are getting, like, deflated, right? She woke up in the middle of the night and she was like, yeah, you were doing your chat voice. Like, apparently, like, I've got a different voice that I use when I speak to her and to the cats. Gear, thank you for the 55 months of support. And I don't even recognize it. I think this is like my normal voice when I speak to people. Like, I've got my cat voice where it's like, oh, hi, Herman, come here, baby. That is a very different voice than being like, hi, chat, we're gonna stream today. Are you guys okay? Go sit, chat. That's the baby voice. That's the voice I use to speak to the cats. Do the cat voice for the entire stream? No. That's me talking to the cats because, like, Abby's a tiny little baby. Like, she can't handle loud noises. So apparently I had my chat voice on and I was like, I'm going to call this place up. So apparently I was in my dream calling the debt collection people while streaming. And it was like a stream event. I'm like, I got a great idea for a stream. It's called Debt Collection Agency, you know? Sounds fun. This game is just having a time loading. So I guess I'll have to tell their stories. I played some Warhammer today. I'm real nervous about tomorrow because tomorrow is the next March on the Mice. I'm super fucking nervous about it. I think it's gonna be good. But yeah, it's tomorrow. Any interest in Metopia? So it's on, like, Switch or something now? Is that it? This game just does not want to load. There's a demo out? I might have to do that. I promised I was going to do this yesterday. But, then I didn't. Because I realized that the last episode hadn't gone out on After Hours. This game loads horribly. That's like my only complaint about it, really. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I need to calm down today. I know Mike and Limes are doing that, Resident Evil stream today. I'm just gonna take this as an option to just chill. I'm just gonna relax. Paint my tanks. I'll play some Warhammer. So I wait a bit, I try and get someone together for Warhammer. What were we doing last time? I should probably do that first, and I'll talk about Warhammer. And the weirdest man ever. Alright. We have to find some place to sleep tonight. What else were we doing? Sing karaoke, find the murder weapon, wash off the death smell. Run a number on the victim's armor. Okay, sure, we'll do that. We'll run a number on the victim's armor. Sure, that's a thing to do. Balance Hero SMT. Thank you for the 9 months of support. Happy 8 months of support. Doing fine myself. Cat and lap, life good. It says 9 here. I'll give you an extra one. How about we call it 10? Fuck it. It's been a year. Thank you for the year of support. I'm just thankful that you guys are here hanging out with me, man. Time only progresses when you interact with things. I see.
Inside, we see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Who the fuck is this? Also, I don't remember this at all.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Good.
Yes, hello?
This is me, the detective from the Whirling Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
The game's a bit quiet. I'm sorry, I'll turn it back up.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Who is this?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out.
Oh,
No
her.
question about
Right. You haven't missed much. It just took forever for the game to load, so. I don't think I'm going to be horny right now, electrochemistry, but thank you.
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it.
So, I'm sorry.
I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
I mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Is it me?
Why not?
Why aren't you comfortable discussing this with me? If someone's like, I'm not comfortable talking about this, asking them why does not work.
What? No, why would you even think that?
That is worse. You have to stand up. I mean, I hate all of these options, actually, so I guess I'll go with this one. So you think that quitting your job is just someone asking, or just because someone asked you out is an overreaction?
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business?
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
You want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime? Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Oh, okay.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay. This is just gonna end up with me being a dick to her. The first one was the
Yeah,
normal
go
one?
on.
No, none of those were normal.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you? She's angry with me because I fucked up the room.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
You're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't
I'm
remember.
not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened.
The
Just made me want to quit.
skua thing?
Stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Good times. I hope you're doing better now, Natalie. I hope it was a happy cry and not a sad cry.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch bird got what was coming to her. Well, I'm glad then, Natalie. All right.
It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you,
Go on.
well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about being the most boring person alive and how everyone leaves you because you're just so boring.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Oh, God.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, sorry.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I'm truly sorry for everything. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow. The great panic at the end. Nope. Well, you're the worst tavern wench ever. Loosen up. I'm truly
God,
sorry.
I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do. No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone
Yeah, if
cord
we fix a
coiled
relationship, I
around
feel like
her
we go
index.
back to being not the worst person ever. And I feel like that's a good, like, you know.
I I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
You should go out with her!
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Sure,
officer. What's the number? Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an
Insane
inter-Israeli
clown
law
posse?
enforcement service. The crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see
Okay. This game's not going to give me a whole lot of time to think, but apparently I can go and root around for bottles. I'll do that after I talk to this guy about maybe if I'm like, she likes you, dude, then maybe he'll, like, give me a discount on the room. Like, bygones be bygones. Sorry about the bird. This fucking stupid-ass bird.
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was him.
it's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
I just break things. It's the way I am.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
I need to be less of a dick to this guy.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
Okay.
All right. Did she say anything else about me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted?
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Now is not the time. Not now.
Absolutely out of the question.
Fair enough.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yeah! Yeah, Inland Empire. You and I are on the same fucking wavelength.
Your body is ready, sire.
My body is ready. We'll hold up on that. Alright, we need to get some money. Anyway, so while I go root around in the trash to find enough money to pay for my room, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So, anyway, freaked out because March of the Mice is tomorrow, right? I'm worried. I'm nervous.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind.
Super fucking excited about it and scared and concerned and all of the emotions. And so I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know if...
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onug written on the other side, with N and C
Kuno
scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus,
Okay.
or the Cairo. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the window. Around the large wooden building, you see...
Hello? But anyway, so I get a game, and the guy's like, what army are you playing? I don't like giving that away prior to us setting up, because people will like go, oh, well, you know, I just happen to be playing exactly the counter to that army. It's like, what the fuck you did? We have the bag still, right? So I don't like giving that information away. Like, you fucking bring your shit, I'm gonna bring my shit. Splatter of bullet holes line the wall, what the fuck? Just go ahead and take this. And the guy's like, what army are you playing? I'm like, you know, just something I've been working on, you know? That's a nice, easy way of being like, none of your fucking business, my dude. You bring what you're gonna bring, and that's it. You know? Oh, cans, hell yeah. Alright, so I have to have the bag in order for this to work. Do I have to be, like, close to it? Yeah, you know, just, you know. Anyway, he asked me, like, 3 times, and I don't answer any of the times. I always answer some, like, weird, like, you know, just something I'm working on. And finally, I'm just like, dude, you know, people will tailor their list depending on what I say here. So I just don't like to say what I'm running, you know? I've got my stuff hidden. It's behind this little curtain here. Once you're ready and you load in your army, I'll reveal my army, and then we're good. It's like, oh, okay. Guy's super fucking quiet the whole game. And I take it that I've offended this guy because I've done that, right? I'm just like, what the fuck? That's weird. That's, to me, that's normal. I want you to play a solid, straightforward game with me, you know? You bring what you're going to bring. I'm going to bring what I'm going to bring. We'll get it together. I get first turn, and it goes pretty brutal, you know, for him. It's not bad, but I take out some key units. And he's still just, like, quiet, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, like, this guy fucking... He's got, like, I'm like, about ready to call him out for being hostile, right? Because he's just being real snippy. Like, I'm trying to make small talk with him. Like, oh, you know, where are you from? The UK. Oh, how is it over there? In what way do you mean? I'm like, you know, just weather, I guess. It's all right. Always real short, one-word answers. All right. Yeah, it's down here in Texas, it gets pretty hot. You know, like 38, 37 degrees Celsius. Seems like something you'd brag about. No, you just don't go outside on those days. You stay inside, you know, air conditioning, all that. Yeah. And I'm just like, what the fuck with this guy? Right? I'm just trying to have small talk with him, right? Because I want, like, when I play Warhammer, it's also, like, my way of, like, socially interacting with people that I don't know. You know, you play video games, you do a little bit of, like, you know, you play some Warhammer or whatever. That, for me, that's social interaction. I don't have coworkers, you know? So for me, I'm just trying to, you know, have a conversation, you know? I gained Brozoffs. Nice. Makes me look jacked. It's important. Well, welcome, Fleshwater. I'm telling a story. So I'm just like, what the fuck with this guy, right? And I'm all but ready to be like, all right, we're done. If you're gonna fucking act like this, I'm done, right? But I'm like, I'll stick it out because I played through my turn. He has the right to play his turn. Just a moral sense of honor or whatever. And he's playing his stuff. And I asked him stuff like in the beginning. I'm like, you got any gotchas? Stuff that, because I don't know every codex. There's too many rules in Warhammer. Do you have anything that you can do that, like, I'm going to be upset if I don't know about, you know? Like, for me, I've got this stratagem where I can just nuke a whole area of the board real hard. Do you have anything like that? He's like, no. You know Space Marines? I'm like, not particularly well. He's like, not really then. I'm like, oh, okay. Weird dude, right? So I'm starting to take my second turn. His third turn, or his first turn, was just kind of whatever. He
The
killed some
tear
stuff.
machine stands in the corner. A sign says, your bottles clunk into the...
Is that it? I got 80 cents for that? How much do I owe? Like $800? I turned down the game just a bit. $130 real. I have $14. Am I gonna drop some bizarre twists or just... It goes on like this for like at least an hour or so. And he's real quiet the whole time. And then finally, during my second turn, I hear him rip his bong super fucking hard. And I'm like, okay. Some of his weird plays, some of his, like, quietness makes a lot more sense now. This explains everything. But there's this thing, like with kids, there's this psychological study. You get these kids to like build a tower out of blocks, right? You go, there's another kid in the other room, you know, building a tower of blocks, and you guys are gonna switch rooms in a second, right? And then you switch the kids' rooms, and you knock over. Thank you for the 8 months of support, Tank Facts. Fired. Oh my god, that is a wild rate. I hope you're doing okay. I can sell all my postcards to the shop. Okay, we'll have to try that then. And like this study, you switch the rooms for the kid, right? And the kid goes into the other room, and then he hears all of his blocks fall off the table. It's like something that he's worked on for like an hour or whatever, like a long time. And that's a way to, like, you know, and then you see how the kid reacts. You know, do they get pissed off? Like, do they think that's an accident or whatever, or do they think that it's intentional? Because there's no other kid, it's just the one kid. And depending on how they react kind of depends on, like, how their mental mindset is. And that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm like, why did I read that all as aggressive? And so that's why I told it to you guys that way. Because I was like, am I the only one who felt like that was weirdly aggressive? But it's the reason he was only going with, like, one-word sentences is because that's his processing power at that point.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Like, that's where his brain was at. So much more sense. It was like, after that second bong rip, like, I had to remind him of rules. Right? He's like, oh yeah, I guess all my guys die. And I'm like, no, you got your medic there. You can save some of them. And he's like, oh shit, I forgot again. I'm like, yeah, it's only the 5th time this turn that you've forgotten that guy is standing right next to that group of guys that I've been shooting at this whole time. Yes, that's its entire job. I could have just been telling him some wild shit. I could have told him fucking anything. Yeah, you got like a 2-up save, man. I've been like, oh shit, that's great. Wait, how do I get that? Alright, so... I don't know how to get enough money to... Dude, do you know about that stratagem? It allows you to resurrect your entire army. Yeah, it's 1 CP. Yeah, I know it's really underpowered, but I mean, you're Space Marines, so, you know. Just, like, start fucking with the dude. That's what I was thinking of doing after a while. Because I'm like, what the shit with this man? Maybe we can negotiate costs? I mean, maybe. Yeah, you could play with more than one army. You could play like a 4-player game. I've played a 4-player game of Warhammer. Usually you go like one team's turn, then the other team's turn. I did a charity tournament like that. A couple of them, actually, back when COVID wasn't a thing. The fat guy behind the desk, yeah. Met him. Turned down his money because if I owe him money, that's bad news bears. I mean, yeah, we're pretty ugly. Kim might be able to like get some cash, but Kim also doesn't have a drinking problem. Yeah, it was a weak burp. I know. I'm sorry. Freeform would be crazy. I don't know if you can do that. I'm sure you could. You could probably do 3-player Warhammer. 3 or 4-player versus. I mean, generally you want to do teams. It just makes the game go smoother. Hey.
Can I help you?
About that money.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much is it?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Yes?
130 real. I have 14, almost $15. Kim. Can I steal? Okay.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
No, it's not. I'll be backdoor. Mark my words.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself. It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
Kim is a
The
bro.
stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. It leads to
This
a
is
side
like Buddy
building
Cop, the
adjacent to
video
this one.
game.
The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. The door does not budge.
Maybe it's a pull door? God, look at me! Oh my god. No wonder this guy hates me. I mean, I've fucked with him quite a bit.
Can I help you?
Never mind. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
I got nothing, my dude. Alright. Feel better, Count Viscount. You seem to be following
What
me.
do you want to know? Good.
I got nothing, man. I have no idea what to do. Where else could I get money? There's some shed I need to investigate, but I can't quite figure out where it's talking about. Maybe there's money down here. So, yeah. I did a little bit more work on the March of the Mice today. Just little things.
Two cables are plugged into
Right, we're leaving that alone. There's a chip thing in there. There's a gun stash over there. You can sell stuff? Yeah, I don't want to sell the gun. I'm trying to find guns. Let's not put more guns out in the world. Is this the communism detective game? Everyone knows it as that? They thanked Marks apparently when I went up on stage, which was that's a weird call, but fair I guess. Okay, I 100% hear something up here. I'm so broke.
As before, an iron safety curtain. This is directly above the
I sold the cans to the machine. I don't know as if the bag like tells you. You can sell postcards. Don't seem to have any. So
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question.
strange leap of imagination, yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Okay. I mean, time is not flowing quickly right now, which is good. Apparently, it's only when I, like, go in places or whatever. So that's good in the very least. At least I'm not losing time here. There's a woman on the docks that can help. I will check there. I will see what she says. This is the door that I broke in. It's closed for the night, sure. I apparently didn't give a shit when I broke in, but I guess I care about that. It's just like an opening straight to the back of their shop. That's a huge security risk. You should call the cops about that. Can I at least, like, rinse my hands off in the ocean? Like, I'd rather smell like sea than blood and corpse. Something? No, we've already checked this. So how's the body doing? It's probably fine. It's been like 5 seconds as far as the game's concerned. I've not bathed, no. The storeroom? Oh, we could probably put down the flashlight. We don't. Okay. Is Kuno still here? Kuno, go home. Kuno's a little shit show. Yup. Someone down by the docks. Yeah, I already saw that you guys were saying the dock thing. I'm checking along the water line now. That's not what you're talking about. Northwest? Okay. I love this game at night. This is really cool. Like the glint and stuff. It's nice. Oh shit, there's a bunch of stuff on the roof. Can't get to it. This is Kuno's house. He owns everything. I think it was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where there was a bit where what is this? Yeah, we're stealing now. That's just happening. We're just gonna steal. Game does not like me holding down tab and shift. Those bottles seem like they should be... Can I pick that up? Oh, I can. Wait. How many bottles have I missed that I could have picked up that just didn't have the glow? I am the rubbish collector. There's like a shape to this. That's the Inland Empire in my own head being like, there's something under here. X marks the spot. $0.10 a piece. Fuck me. Yeah, can I do civil forfeiture? Just be like, I don't know. I think this is drug money. I'm taking it. How much do you have? Can you go and get $130 out? Let's not touch things. Civil forfeiture is bad. I need money. I'm broke. It's like the worst excuse ever. I went into a drunken rampage, man. How am I gonna get money? I need this, chat. It's legal. And we all know that only good things are legal. And no bad things are illegal. Bad things are illegal. Good things are legal. That's how it works. Kim, can you move? I'm trying to pick up bottles and I can't see them through you. Kim not there. Thank you. All right. How are we on the bad things bad, Good thing's good. Illegal thing's bad. Legal thing's good. That's how things work. I think everyone will agree with me, but that is just how the world works. I would like to steal from you. Can I go back here? Do you have anything you're not using? What if it's legal in one place and not another? Like drugs? I think if it's illegal one place, it makes it bad everywhere. Has to be. Else the world wouldn't make any sense. Right? Have I tried talking to him? He'll offer me money, but I don't know. Nice. Put on these gloves. Half-life. What does that do? Lets you threaten people. Good. I may be pointing out some illogical consistencies with morality and legal systems. To anyone who's like, but being gay is illegal some places. Yep. Yeah. And yet, I'm still like, being gay is cool. All right, so I got nothing. Being an atheist is illegal in some places? Shit. I explored all the way to the west. There's no more west to be had. We said east. I searched east and west. I went east? How do you go west? It just ends if you start going west too much. This is west, right? This side of the screen? I can't get down there. As far as I could tell. That's broken. Is there a door here or something? How the fuck do you get over there? You guys were like, nah, not over here. You're going to the wrong place. You have to go out to the harbor. And I'm like, all right, I'll go out to the harbor. And then you guys are like, no, back where you were. What? What? I'm so confused. Okay, I mean, no time's passing, so we're still good. Go and drop off these bottles so we have an idea where we're at. We're at $18, man. We had 15 when we started, I think. Since we're already over here, let's go and drop off these bottles. What's up, motherfuckers? It's time to drop off bottles, get some money. We're rich. 18 out of 130. And you know what? We're going to get the remaining, like, money and a little bit extra
The tear
money
machine
just for
stands in the
ourselves.
corner. Your bottles clunk into
Hell
the
yeah.
machine, and the money appears with a satisfying.
Okay. 20 down, 110 to go. I can buy a sandwich? Dude, you were buying some expensive... I mean, I guess meal... Like 10, 20 bucks for a meal, counting drink and sides and maybe dessert. Sounds right. I'd believe that. Ooh, trash can! Oh, Kim. Look. 2 bottles. Hey. What do you think, buddy? You think we got this? I think I got this, man. Yeah. Is tar a real word? I don't know. It sounds suitably British. Oop.
Whoa. What have we here?
A bridge.
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
I probably won't fall. It's fine. It's safe because everyone else walks on it. Okay, I found the docks. Did we ever find out where I lived? Hey, fuck you, kid. Are you a kid? What's up?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Are you Kuno's girlfriend?
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Oh my god, it's female Kuno.
Ask away, pigman, but I don't promise to answer.
A brush? An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism.
It's kind of shit.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Okay.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her.
Oh.
Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
What is she gonna do?
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her.
Oh!
She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Yeah, it sucks.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what's right?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mona was here.
I've never done graffiti. But if I did, I would draw pictures rather than words. Probably, except for in one case where I didn't write Rev on the wall. In a bar. Bathroom. Before a show. With a little skull. I think there was a skull. I don't remember.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Okay.
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I like your style, bitch.
Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She's a rebel without a cause.
She means the opposite.
I know she means the opposite.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Good. Do you know anything about
I
the recent
ain't no
events?
Snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Kim, you're not being cool right now. You're not hip one with it.
We weren't
Like
put on
me.
this earth to make your life pleasant.
How do you do, Falo
Fucko.
kids? Anyway, later.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
All right, bye. That was Abby at the door. Kim, you're embarrassing me. Kim, you gotta be fucking cool. She's cool, man. She does graffiti. Dude, that's cool shit.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Are you Cruella DeVille and or Margaret Thatcher? And if so, which one, so I know how and when to throw you into the river?
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very
Kim!
unusual, but I can assure you of his
Kim!
ultimate competency.
Oh. Making me weird.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation.
You're on a
Why,
boat.
Yes, I am.
Not a lot of people have boats. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
What do you mean?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Understood. About this
She
boat of
nods
yours.
attentively.
Does she have a name?
Boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
How do you like
My
it?
sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder activity.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
I'm highly qualified for pleasure too. Are you hitting on me?
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your
I
license?
just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 Insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Actually, you don't.
What do you mean?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
The Wayfarer Act is one of the few pieces of legislation governing human interaction in the RevScarecrow zone of control, along with the Emergency Trade and Ailments Acts.
Yawn.
The one time this
Oh my-
busted up cabbage has something useful for your job, you just want to stare at some boat. Fine. Knock yourself out.
Okay, forget your stupid Wayfarer Act. I have another question.
About the boat? Good.
What can you, You seem rich. Can I have money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Nice digs.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat. While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible.
Okay.
Within reason. Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm not ashamed.
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in...
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
What did they do?
Pines' core competency is
I'm
logistics.
a little scared about what time it is.
Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
You're in good company.
Why, thank you.
How much money you got?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
The only money I owe is so much less than that. I'm so good at money. Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families?
Where'd you get that
They
money?
Started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow.
What do you want with a place like
You mean
this?
aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
That's pretty cool.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
I see.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
I heard of billions. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna wait to ask her for more money, once I can maybe get some, like, more, yeah.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
I see.
Better not tie the fourth day to the back.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
I see.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I'll kill it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
Source wing feather. Think of it as 33 months of support.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your
I believe
role?
the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
I see.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Yeah, Measurehead.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. Let's
Anyway,
say
how's it
I
going
was not
before that?
making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
I see.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks
I thought I was
ago.
handling this investigation,
middle of
Mr.
February.
Kim. You're really
They were
cramping my
still
style
partially
today,
frozen
Kim.
I
Jesus,
prefer to do
man.
these
Can I have
things
money?
on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant
Kaden, how you doing?
concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
And what happened to this
Mr.
Gaumont?
Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their
There are
demands?
leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Over-aggressive commie posturing. What are you, some kind of commie wanting rights? Have I played DE before? Disco Elysium? No, this is my first time through. So we're trying to go for a small amount of spoilers, if at all possible. Like, small to none. None would be preferred. I don't know what to think about
Fortunately,
it.
they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
A completely reasonable thing to say. I mean, you know.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, Not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
I see. The king is dead. And what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again.
It's almost as if they want rights.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear?
Oh,
about
hey,
this
Mike.
lynching?
Holy crap. And I assume Limes as well. Thank you guys for the raid. How are you doing? Mike Raid. Hi, how'd the game go? We're playing some Disco Elysium. I'm talking to, not Margaret Thatcher. And I'm trying to beg her for money, but also do an investigation, because I owe, 100... This is me, by the way, down here in the bottom left. This is my partner, Kim. We're detectives. And I, in a drunken fugue, fucked up. I broke some shit. And, so now I'm trying to complete the investigation I was sent here for. And, also maybe ask this woman for money.
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work.
Is this game
I
pretentious?
think he said it was
No.
Call me Manana.
I think it's fine. Oh, that guy.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Uh-huh.
If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
I have a feeling that
Not
you
right now,
could
at
share
least.
it with me, and I could not share it with anyone else if you give me money.
It's implied she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
I see. What do you think of Everett?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers
This
first.
woman is mad sus. She definitely paid for the scabs.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I
It's
have blood.
dense. It's a, it's a CCRPG. Like, either you think it's dense or, they've gone on record saying that the dialogue from the stats is inspired by the kind of weird conversation. Yeah, the encyclopedia in my head is super fucking annoying. I decided to go for an intelligence build, and this game makes any swing too far into anything a downside. So all that I do is just spout out useless fucking facts. I had like a long ass conversation with myself in my head about a pinball machine. Because I'm too fucking intelligent. And I can't, my internal monologue does not shut the fuck up.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There are two of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh, wow.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
I see. What about the union itself?
The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a...
Outer Wilds
How do you
DLC
say?
leaked on Steam. Holy shit. That's awesome.
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
an effective advocate of local working men? He's a corrupt piece of shit. He's not a socialist. He's an asshole. You know? What are my thoughts on Kim? Kim puts up with way too much bullshit. I do not like Everett. I do not like him. But he does the right job for his guys because that allows him to stay in power so he can make more money. Kim has the patience of a saint. He really does. He's a mob boss, yeah. He looks out for his own, but that's for his own self-interest. So between these two, I'm gonna roll a die. I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna have an opinion.
Of course, officer.
Something happened to the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Not having an opinion is an opinion. This game and its politics, man. I just don't want to, like, say things that piss her off. You know, I'm trying to do an investigation and also make money. Like, I want her to give me money.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play.
I don't want to lie to her
do?
because I don't like
It was
doing
a
that,
union
but also
matter.
I want her to be on my side.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be...
Of course.
Let's talk about
How
the
else
lynching.
can I... Quite a few things, The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge...
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you that I had recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? I lost my badge.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it. Who knows?
Dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Wait, how do you know what kind of cop I am? Yeah, sure. Permit. Okay. Oh. I'm a fascist? What the fuck? A superstar, a boring commie. I killed people? Oh, yeah, not before this game started, yeah.
Of course, I
don't want to be a
sympathize,
fascist.
But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
I agreed with Measurehead that one time. Yeah, because I wanted Measurehead to work with me. Because I needed him to get the fucking door open.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much. I have only this.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, a home somewhere. I only have this case.
Officer.
This case is what I'll be.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in.
I'll be frank
Despite
with
your
you.
own best
If I'm
efforts,
going
you're
to break
still progressing.
protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lot.
Detective, a word in private before we continue. We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. Enough.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his...
He's a bro.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along.
Well, I
Or
didn't
she
actually say
simply
that my
needed
badge was
improvising.
ever misplaced.
Either way, we've played straight into
I'll be
her
honest
hands.
with you.
He doesn't let it show. But there is a limit to how much the consequences of your
Did Grand
unprofessional
Zeppelin use his
behavior
points to
can
do the
cost
thing?
The investigation. Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
I'm sorry about putting you in this situation.
I'm sure you will, Detective. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. What I propose is, we ask her, then
Okay,
we
good.
investigate.
Thank you, Natalie.
Briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Give me money.
Voila! You're doing it.
Of course. How much do you need?
What? What?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
130 real?
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She removes a few notes and hands them.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
Well. Okay, then.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they're properly logged.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM? Of course, detect.
Bye. I'm not doing shit for you, bitch. Later. I got $150 in my pocket. Let's get trashed, Kim. Let's go. Let's go. That was pretty poggers, wasn't it, Kim? You were like, oh, man. You're going to be like, oh, yeah. Don't become a peon. That was you. That was you, Kim. And you know what? I'm $130 richer. Do you have $130? I have $130. I have $150. Because I dug in the trash like a raccoon and I begged for money from that Margaret Thatcher looking fuck on the beach there. Fucking rock star. Let's get fucking lit, dude. You want to do drugs? We're cops. We can do whatever the fuck we want, man. Wait. Right, we need to do things. Yeah, we should probably go back and talk to her. Hold up. I should pay? I mean, I guess I ran all the way here. I just...
Can I help you?
So about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something.
What about what I have been through, huh? You're not the goddamn protagonist
I
of
am,
this story.
actually.
I am. This is my hostel cafeteria, and I need my money.
Literary demotion. That's the worst.
Alright.
Not until you bring me the...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use.
I really didn't want to resort to this.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here.
So about the money I
Yes.
owe.
Have you got it?
I do.
Well...
Sorry for the trouble. I'm gonna be nice to him.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Jesus.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else?
Okay.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
What is a cop type?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Some kind of cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then.
No.
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
What are the other ones?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
Fucking they should be
Yes,
sorry.
yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
What the other type?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay.
You know what?
You
I'm
can
not
do-
sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes.
No, fuck
Well,
off.
Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you.
Sorry.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Weren't we supposed to have like a wrap up, like... Why did she just let me take money from her? Holy fuck, how much money do you have to have for, like, a hotel room? Okay. He'll catch me upstairs. Can I finish the conversation with Margaret Thatcher real quick? She's rich and nice. Now, she wants shit from me. Can I go and get money from someone who's not a fucking bitch? Hey, Kim? Somehow you're entirely in my way. How are you doing this? How are you preemptively in my way so that the game does not want to have me run? You're like a cat, dude. Herman does that. Let Kim sleep. No, we have to go. Kim, we have to go. Let's run. Hey, Margaret Thatcher.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on it.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
The definitely not a bribe was not a bribe. Listen, I didn't agree to do anything for her. She was like, investigate this fucking drug thing. No. Nope. Never said yes. So I don't have to do shit. I'm gonna be a badass cop. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be a fucking badass cool cop who breaks and enters and yells at people and isn't sorry for shit. I'm gonna be the coolest cop. And Kim's gonna like me and the lady by the pinball machine, she already likes me, so there we go. Violence. All right, let's go upstairs, man. Yeah. Starting tomorrow, I'm a badass. Let's go, Kim. Shit fuck. What did I do to my room?
This is the door to the room you redecorate.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
All right, let's go. Your inner voice berates you just like real life.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
Right. I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Okay.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I used to carry a lighter with me, even after I stopped smoking, literally just to be friends with people. Sort of a unwritten rule amongst people who smoke that they owe you after you light a cigarette for them. If you light someone's cigarette, they have to tell you something. They usually offer you a cigarette and you go, nah, it's cool. You can even say something like, I'm trying to stop, you know? You guys so cool, Kim.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did
Kim,
it.
you're very quiet. I can't hear you over the music.
I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, but we did manage to get him down from the tree. So as they say, all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
By not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly
I just want to make sure he was really dead.
Being sober also tends to help with precision. Anyway, we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with.
Yeah, let me see if I can turn up, because he's quiet, man. Voiceover volume.
Moreover, you found that the hanged man wasn't just hanged. He was also shot. That
I don't
was
think
some
I
excellent
internalized the
detective
racism.
work. And you managed to locate and pull out the bullet, so we can get ballistics, make off the gun. All this is invaluable.
Yeah, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm a cool cop now. No big deal.
We haven't gotten the body out of the yard yet, but at least it's been refrigerated. We also performed a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great. Now, for the interviews.
People are
But
treacherous.
despite your misanthropy, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. No small task.
Right?
He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
No.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
He's a tough cookie, that
Claire
one.
also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I want a different name. One I haven't ruined yet. Mood. Big relief.
Moving on. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why. I want to raise money for charity.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
So what are our powers exactly? The RCM. What? You can run in heels, cannon. Yes. I mean, they're just boots. There's not much of a heel. Kim's flirting with me. Listen, we could save money on our rooms if we just slept in the same room, Kim. Oh, not superpowers. Oh.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station.
I see.
Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
I see.
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can you be sure someone
You
will show up?
can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to people
We
getting
don't
convicted?
convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition.
A lot of
government
these
to
words
restore
are fake,
order
made
in the
up,
international
this
zone
universe
after the
words.
revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the
Centrist
ICP,
stuff.
EPIS,
Okay.
most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
I see.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The
What do you
subject
think?
of humanism is too abstract for me. The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Doesn't sound like something that you really care for.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like him?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
It's another motive associated with the moralism.
But the years have changed.
That line was not
I don't
read
know what
for some
I
reason.
believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Mm-hmm.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine. But in a strict manner.
Stop being horny.
Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Okay. Do you?
Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turning into women. Okay. We are the stooges of the biggest bourgeoisie organization protecting bourgeoisie rights. I mean, yeah. They've done an awful job. Things are bad out there.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to
yeah,
enforce
they've done a
come
shit
from
job.
real
Look
life.
at this place.
Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Do you have what it takes to attract the dirty rats? All of the dirty rats? Payback. Dark figures in black. I want to be a vigilante tonight. It's a fucking banger. A fucking banger of a song. I think that's the lyrics. Maybe we should make our own law?
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs
I think it's
of the
called
motorway sliding like
Vigilante.
pearls on a string.
It's by
from east
Calabrese.
to west, as RevScarecrow
It's a
commutes
horror
back
punk band.
to the suburbs.
Fucking
Tomorrow
good
is
shit
Tuesday.
from them.
Monday is over.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
I've already talked about Batman on stream before. Sounds cool to be a vigilante, but, I mean, yeah, see you in the morning, Kim. Bye. Can I, like, pick up around here? Should probably take a bath or something. How to bath? How bathe? Doesn't seem like I can do that.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world.
Okay, there we
but
go.
it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
I went to live forever in the corpse smell, memento mori and stuff. No,
The
let's run a
bathtub
bath.
slowly fills with water. The water
Dead
ripples.
from Mayhem used to do that. He used to take the clothes that he's gonna wear to a concert, and he'd wrap a bird up in them, and then put them, like, bury the bird in his clothes underground, and then dig them up and wear them for the concert, so he'd smell like the grave. Not a normal man.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the beer cans out, leave the beer cans in. I don't want to drink. Does that leave the beer cans in? Like, take them out of the bath?
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub.
They're
but it's
empty,
easier than
I
being
see.
They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Imagine
you see
something.
the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Can I shut this door? Oh, I just bathed with my dick out with the door. Oh my god. Can I clean this up?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Oh, good.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat. And grease. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Intimate and warm. Breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you.
I'll be better off if I can
until
actually
your
have a
eyelids
conversation.
twitch
Alright,
in
if
your
I can sleep,
and
I'll be able to think, I'll be able to
images
do my
start
job.
forming.
I say that to myself every night. Is this real? Oh. Hey, me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Who are
You
you?
know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left?
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left, while you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere.
What the fuck?
Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them.
Ooh, wow, it is like I'm trying to
really
sleep.
Fucked up. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think
Oh,
of the
it's a
shit
disco
you
ball.
saw.
That makes sense.
Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Alright, great. That was restful and helpful. Well, shit.
Good going, buddy.
The hell is that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Oh god, man. Fuck. On to some hard
You're
shit.
too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant.
Yeah, okay.
It kept you propped up all day yesterday,
Withdrawals.
despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
I don't think I'm gonna go looking for more speed. That's not the time.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Oof. This shit's real too, man. Not that I do drugs. I don't. But man, yeah. Just a little bit of a pick-me-up and then I can get my day going. This writing is really raw.
Suit yourself. Slow, sad
Hopefully that doesn't fuck me up, actually. Yeah, maybe just some coffee will help. Alright, well.
The fan stands still.
I need to get like $1. Shit. I'm $1 short of what I need. Fucking hell. I think the trash in your room just belongs to you. I mean, surely I don't care if I throw it out, right? Kim! Kim, wake up! Okay, do I got any trash? Hopefully he's not down there. Oh, what the fuck? They opened up that area? Alright. Kim wants to talk to me. Hey, good morning. What's up?
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here.
Okay, so coffee. That's a drug I'm addicted to. Caffeine. But, you know, it's a little bit of a hit, and then I can be interesting. And then, people will like me.
Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
I couldn't listen, or I can't turn on any of the tracks that are in this game. I've heard it's got a good soundtrack. I like the music that it plays in the streamer-only mode, though. Yeah, no, you can upload them. I have. If you go to options, streamer mode, turns off the copyrighted songs. Just one little check and it's fine. I've done that. I drink a couple cups of coffee a day. I'm trying to stop drinking Cokes. 200 calories with no excessive workout means that, yeah, that's a problem. Twitch integration, you guys to get to make the decisions, I think. And I don't really want to play that game. Alright.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to...
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Did you talk to your own corpse, Kim? I just need a little bit more trash. Ooh, what's this? Hey, who are you?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
I don't need anything else. Stay masculine. What? Also, Kim. Oh, I thought he was on the floor there for a second. I saw that wrong. I thought, yeah, everyone else saw that too, where it looks like he's stuck under the floor.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
I read something about that. Apparently that's a thing. I was looking into that earlier today. Didn't bother to actually look into it much. I did, however, look into a thing about, like, Operation Mincemeat, which is a thing that I believe it was the British did during the end of World War II, where they just, like, got a vagrant, like a homeless guy's body, and, like, dressed it up like a British military officer and just threw him into the ocean and was like, oh, super secret documents, hope no one finds out about this except especially the Nazis. And then they put it where the Nazis would find him. And then the Nazis like, all right, cool, yes, Spain, we will definitely give this back. And then they did, but it was like, you know, after they checked everything. And that's how they were able to do the D-Day invasion without it being like a fucking huge deal. Partially. There's a couple other things. Talk to Kuno. I'm trying to find money. I'm trying to find trash so I can pay my, like, hotel bill. Ooh, is that a cup? Shit, there's nothing to me. Know the feel, man. Just keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Get those meds. And just keep on pushing through. My God. Did you cache the trash you have on me right now? I believe so. Ooh, more trash? No, it doesn't count. Surprise, surprise, making money as a
The tin
hobo is
machine
hard.
stands. Your bottles clunk.
Oof, that's all. Holding tab doesn't find all of the bottles, unfortunately. I had a friend who saw some report once that said that homeless people make like hundreds of dollars a day, thousands of dollars or whatever. And so he wouldn't donate or give money to homeless people who walk up to him. And it's like, bro, you have all of the... This guy was, like, also kind of loaded. I'm like, you got all the money in the world, man. You don't know what it's like to be down on your luck, have a bad fucking time. You don't know what it's like to sleep on the streets, man. You've never had to deal with bullshit. If someone wants a 20, then just give them a fucking 20. I don't know. When I used to go to UT, I gave the drag rats token amounts of cash whenever I could. Or at least if I couldn't, I would just stop and talk to them. Too many people treat homeless people like they don't exist. It's sad, man. Sad existence.
Is this about the questions again? 'Cause
No. Can I pawn stuff?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a...
I don't really want a raincoat. I want to sell things. Thought I could sell things here. South of the hotel. All right. I mean, agreed. Homeless people shouldn't be a thing in the first place. Austin doesn't do very good with it. Not very good about taking care of the people who live here in Austin, honestly. Humanitarian aid, Jesus. Ooh, trash. Found a trash can.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing,
Yeah?
officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand.
You're very cool.
Oh shit! Thanks,
Bang,
man.
bang, bang, bang.
Whether or not I'm cool is unimportant. I have police questions. That's how cool I am. I turn down when people say I'm cool.
You're right, officer. 100%.
Give me my...
No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
All your food packaging have humanitarian aid written on them. What's up with that?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes it humanitarian. I think this one says not for resale on the package.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
And?
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time.
Interesting.
We'll need more if we're going to pin this one down, he thinks. Good questions, though. Sharp eyes, officer. It's for show, my liege. He knows you need more than this to bust this guy. Later, perhaps.
What kind of cool stuff you selling?
Only the coolest goods in RevScarecrow. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get these comfy
I'm
pants?
an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Anything for you.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All RevScarecrow.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
I don't know what that means. Is that gonna be like, you ain't from around here, is ya, boy? You from China? Or some kind of shit like that? Like, that's weird. It's encyclopedia. Yeah, I know he's telling me shit, but whether or not that's useful or helpful information, it's not. It's encyclopedia. Let's not mention
Very
it.
cool.
Alright, well. The encyclopedia is a collection of useless information. Is this the pawn shop? What is... Wait, what is that? I think you got a skill point. I've got a few. I'm kind of using them to, How many skill points do I have? One? I think I'm gonna hold off on them. I can use it to reset checks. I have 3 points. Is there some thought you want to internalize? Yeah, there was one. Is this the pawn shop? Hey.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I'm not saying sorry anymore. No more sorry. You got any trouble?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
I have something I want to
Let
sell.
me have a look.
I have
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
that. How do I sell this? Ah. Okay, that's it.
Another time, perhaps.
Later. I know there's other stuff to investigate, but I don't want to let a whole bunch of time pass because I'm supposed to pay this guy first thing in the morning. I'll come back and deal with him, but I just want to make sure that I pay what's-his-name first thing in the morning. I agreed to it. I'm trying to be on the straight and narrow, but cool. I'm going to be a hard-boiled cool cop who pays his debts. Like a cool cop does. Have I interacted with the stuff in my inventory? I have, yeah.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Oh, it's only 20? Yeah.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Half-Light is just violence. Cool cop, is that your capo type? Yeah, it is now. Alright, let's talk to some of these people. What's this?
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
No shit.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus.
Hey,
Talk
lawyers
to
are
him.
fine
But
sometimes.
know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I remember
No
recommending
strong
that,
army,
like,
nothing
this is a
official.
thing. I recommended
The
that
District
people
of
who were going to
Martinez
protest,
does
like,
not
have
recognize
a
your authority to make
lawyer on
arrests.
retainer. And people were like, what kind of rich bitch do you think I am? And to that, I say, do you understand that, like, there are people who do that for free? For protests? The fuck?
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role in
Like
this?
I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Why are you so aggressive?
You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful
Oh, okay.
privatization of RevScarecrow. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. Whoa. Privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're not a historic and oh, okay. I like that. Good start. Let's step it up further. Maybe we don't go to let's get shot. I mean, she's got every right to be on our shit. Considering the kind of cop that I am, nah. And she was listening to our conversation last night. I noticed that. I was paying attention to her down there.
Let's.
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you.
Never talk directly to the cops. I don't care how fucking innocent you think you are. You don't know the law as well as cops pretend like they do. And you can always get in trouble for some shit that you don't even know is real or isn't real. You can get in trouble if the cops want to get you in trouble. Old protesting adage. You can be the rep but not the ride, man. Like, that means that if they want to arrest you, they can. You'll go home for free. You'll go home easy.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
They can arrest you for, like, yeah.
This is where you say.
It also makes it look good, you know? We're all just violent protesters. We got 100 arrests last night. We let them all go, but I'm not going to tell you that bit. We got 100 fucking arrests. They weren't doing anything, but we arrested them all the same. Even though the one phone call thing is a legal myth, you should always have, like, a phone number in mind. Who you're going to call.
Detective.
It's easy to get soft locked at this point.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Am I good to, like, back off and then save?
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. blond man in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet.
Got it.
Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots.
I guess I should mention it again since there are more people in chat now. The March of the Mice is tomorrow. Please drop by. Spent a lot of time working on it, and I think you'll like it.
He spent his youth in Villalobos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
A what? What's a pec? The fuck does that word mean? A thin fat. A pick. A guitar pick? Alright.
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Okay.
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
130 kilogram, 286 pounds for Americans.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Alright, I'm gonna do a quickie save. Kirby engagement rings. Yeah, people wear guitar picks on their neck. I've seen people do it. It's usually people who want to make their identity that they play guitar, but they don't actually. You know what I mean? Like maybe they know like 3 chords and that's about it. I restrung my guitar today. I was waiting for the ramen to cook, so I was like, you know what? That's my jam time now, is when the ramen's cooking. Why don't we call it there for now? And then, go see my wife a bit. March of the fucking Mice tomorrow. 5 o'clock. Central Standard Time. It is currently 7:33 if you're watching live. If you were watching on After Hours, you missed it. It was great. We had a great time. It was the best stream ever. And in fact, it was trending on Twitter because my dick is so incredibly large. That's how it works. I don't actually know that. I'm actually lying about that last bit. Not about my dick. That actually is true. But if you don't know what it is essentially D&D with chat. You guys get or choose your own adventure with chat. I've made a story. It's about mice in a post-apocalyptic, post-human society. Humans exist, but they're on the edge of extinction. And so our story has to deal with rats who, come by culture and technology. They have their own things. The previous VOD is on YouTube. They're just regular mice. They're not mice peoples, if that makes any difference. So they're mice size that are mice. Let me see if I can get the first VOD. I'm actually gonna link you guys the highlight reel version, because it takes out all the voting time, which means that's a little bit faster to watch. Hand-drawn art all the way through by yours truly. Copy link into a new tab. Copy. There we go. That should be the link for it. Yeah, there you go. That's episode 1 of the March of the Mice. You can watch that, and it's all edited down thanks to Orthogonal Caster here in chat. Hopefully, you guys drop by. You don't have to watch it. When are we continuing March of the Mice? Tomorrow. When are we continuing Disco Elysium? Sometime next week. Go and watch it. Enjoy it. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. It'll be a good stream. I hope you guys liked it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.